Hello everybody and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms Welsh Edition as we try to take over the British Isles, but for now a good part of England will have to do. We're currently sieging Gloucester and we've taken Chester and Cardiff, so a good first step. We're also kind of allied with the Irish, although I'm not sure how long I expect that to last. I'd like to get some map information, but I've already done that. Already done my negotiations with Ireland for this turn.
Yes,
this very good diplomat is going to be up towards Scotland and
sire.
Norway, because I think he'll be able to get some good trade rights, some map information, maybe even alliance if we're lucky. I think probably my plan is to try cut off Cornwall and kind of Dorset here, or Dorsetshire off, and kind of hold the southwest, because then I'm hoping not many people will be able to take it, and it shouldn't antagonise any of my northern neighbours. So I'm going to send Reese down here to go have a look. So there's Shaftesbury. There's also a lot of merchants down here. I believe there's quite a lot of good trade down in this part of the world. So there's tin. There's a lot of tin, and there's some other resources as well, possibly fish. So it'll be well worth taking. And we've got a lot of spies, so we should probably utilise them. We'll move you up towards Lancaster. And when we Philip into a bit more of a general position, there's actually a rebel fort here. I believe there are kind of rebels in general in this area, or throughout the entire map, but we're yet to encounter them in any real force just yet. We'll leave this fleet here. This fleet could make it out and attack this English navy, but I don't think they would do very well. What I also need to do is get William Fult here, and he's going to go meet up with Captain Owain here, and they're going to merge into a pretty sizable army, and they'll probably march on Chester. No, not march on Chester, we've got Chester. They'll probably march on Shrewsbury, taking out these two troops along the way, and possibly Maruded here may go down and take these two bits down the southwest if we think that's a feasible option for us. I don't think we're ready. Okay, we can assault here at Gloucester. There's only one knight here, so we should, or one feudal knights here, which doesn't sound like much, but you can see here the balance of power is pretty much equal. We're going to have to make this work well for us. We'll be able to use the walls, hopefully, to fight well. But I don't want to throw away my faction leader, or is it my faction leader? I don't want to throw away my faction member for the sake of one cast and one group of knights. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful with this. We did just missed the speech, but oh well. I'm getting my spearmen to carry the siege equipment. So we're just going to get everyone to drop that. You can actually pick up the ladders again. You can go on up there, and then my other spearmen can grab the ram and move them forward. Archers can go here and here. They're not going to be able to hold the walls, so I don't have too many issues with moving my troops a little bit closer to the front. They're going to hold the centre as expected. We'll just get both of these started, because if we can take the gates quickly with the ladders, it would save us having to break down the gates. And it's going to be pretty much a straight up engagement with archers and spearmen, I would imagine. Shouldn't be too bad at all. Let's get time ticking along just while the siege gets going. I really like the Welsh faction. There's a lot of focus on kind of really nice range, but like I said, it's not Wales isn't in the main Medieval 2 campaign. I believe they are in stuff like in certain mods they are, but and Ireland as well, because the British Isles in the main campaign is just England and Scotland. Ireland and Wales don't really make the cut, but they're really interesting factions. So it's cool to see. It's cool to be able to play with them in this kind of DLC, I suppose you could say. Although I'm not sure it was classified as a DLC back then. We will just break down the gates. It's probably simpler. Archers will get running towards the walls. Because they can start doing some good stuff for us. They can start firing at the feudal knights. I probably won't get my general involved, but I will move him up to provide some good rallying support should the need arise. Okay, they're still climbing up. That's okay. We will just break down the gates anyway. It's just simpler that way, I suppose.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
I'm gonna reach the gate with the battering ram. Actually, you know what? Don't break the gates, because we should be able to just drop the ram there. We'll go like this. We should be able to take the gates, and that way we don't have to. That way we don't have to repair the walls. So I think we'll probably do that if we can. Let's just see if this actually works. If we take the walls, is that going to let us in? Just by using these ladders? It means that we don't spend money having to repair these walls later on. Sure that gives us...
Soldiers have proved their worth
Okay, there we
today.
go.
The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Enemy's walls belong to us. Well, excellent. Let's get our spearmen down on the front. And then archers are going to do the same. They're just going to set up here. I don't need them to be using fire ammo, but they can fire at will. The spearmen will get set up and we'll get our horse ready. This shouldn't be a tough engagement. We might lose a few spearmen, but apart from that, there's only one unit to take on, so I'm not too concerned that this will be any real trouble. But we'll get these other spearmen moving forwards. We'll get our spearmen moving forward slightly, and that way the archers can do what they can from a little bit further away. And these Sithwir are the ones with long-range missiles, if I remember correctly, so they should be okay. Are these guys going to start firing straight away? Do they have the range? They do. Okay, let's get that started. These guys actually form the Shrilton, which is quite fun. So let's do that. And they're going to form into like little hedgehogs. That means that the horses coming in should be a little harder. It should be a little harder for the horses attacking to actually successfully go after these spearmen. It does mean not all of them are facing the same way, but I think it's still worth it to do. We'll have to see if that is the right decision or not. I think we'll leave them in Shilton. We'll let the archers do their work, and we'll be able to just charge in at the very end. You know, I've completely forgotten how to change the camera around. Rotate camera. It's going to be under controls, I think. Let's see our options, game options, sound options. No, it's not going to be there. That's fine. I can do that. Oh, there we go. Side to side.
Only half
A little bit simpler than I remember. Okay. They're going to have to charge in soon, or they're just going to die like this, so we're just going to speed up time. I guarantee you would take a lot more we could have, of course, auto-resolved this. I think we would have taken a lot more damage, because these are heavy cavalry, and heavy cavalry in the right situation are extremely powerful.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
But hey, our archers have been able to kill these chaps straight away, pretty much.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have
Not
won
a single
here today.
soldier lost. Captain Toby, I think you needed to charge, otherwise you aren't going to lose anything. But we take Gloucester, excellent. Maradud might do pretty well here, actually. He might get a trait of some kind.
Glory, honor,
we're just going to occupy the
victory.
settlement.
My lord,
And Maradud gets fair and rule. Wonderful. So Maradud is still kind of not particularly great, but he's okay. He's probably better actually as a... Just, you know, he's got 2% bonus on all train income. He also has more tax income there. He has better management. He might be better off in a city like Montgomery, Cardiff, maybe Chester. We'll have to see. For now, we're just going to get some roads in Gloucester. We can get some pretty... Oh, we can get English troops here, of course, because now we're kind of in an English area for the most part. We can now hire some English heavy billmen. Very interesting indeed. So, you know, it really does matter kind of the culture. Now, Gloucester is a city, isn't it? Yes. No, it's a castle, sorry. So we can get some pretty good English knights, some English kind of spearmen. They'll be good against cavalry, which might be very useful indeed. Although one thing to bear in mind is we may not be able to get them healed if we lose all kind of our English. If we lose all the English culture there. Now, Rodri, you are cruel and cunning, a cruel leader, admirer of beauty, but a bureaucrat and proven commander. So yeah, you're pretty much all about the dread.
Yes.
I can't remember where we were sending you. We might send you up towards... We'll send you up to Montgomery for now. You could hold Montgomery for the time being. But you're a pretty good commander. Well, I say you're a good commander, you're not. I want to get some more merchants out, but I can't do that for the time being. I think we have enough diplomats. In terms of construction here, I could get an inn. That'll give me potential assassins. My concern is that might make Rodri very drunk, because that does happen. Council chambers. How much would crop rotation give me in terms of extra harvest? About another 100. It took 24 turns to actually come into effect. I'd quite like some more things to do with trade in general. What about roads? Does roads give me any better trade? About 120. That would actually be good. We'll give you paved roads. Caernarvon is building something. Chester is not, however. We'll give Chester roads. Man, the English are really terrible at constructing any form of infrastructure within their cities. So Shrewsbury is probably our next target here. Looking at the garrison, we've got male knights, 2 archer militia, 2 town militia. Shouldn't be too bad. And they are in riot and may enter open revolt. I'm guessing that's because there is some Welsh kind of groups in there. Actually, Rodri, you can go join these chaps. Rodri can go attack Shrewsbury. That should be more than enough. 2 advanced Welsh spearmen, 2 Gwent raiders, and 2 Hellbear should be enough. We can also hire some more skirmishers. I'm not entirely sure it's needed. And I think you could probably head up to... Yeah, I think William can go maybe try to get the Heartlands, kind of the middle bit of the area. We'll have to see. I think that's probably everything we can do this turn. I'm concerned that England may yet come in very large numbers. Even though they are kind of the strongest... They're the biggest faction, they may have a lot of issues. But for now, we'll just end our turn. The Irish and Dan Patrick are probably moving against the English. Montgomery's got some issues. We might need to get some more troops in there. Looks like we're going to have our first field battle outside Shrewsbury. If it brings in the garrison of Shrewsbury as well, we may want to reconsider what's going to attack us. 2 longbowmen, armoured sergeants and armoured swordsmen. I'm not sure I can take that both on. So we're going to pull back from Shrewsbury for now. No, I'm not sure I'm going to have the choice. And that's still going to draw Shrewsbury in, isn't it? Yes, it is. Can I withdraw? We're definitely not going to do an auto-resolve. Lord Elfgar here is going to be much more of a problem than Howard. The male knights, of course, are a problem as are the archer militia. But these armoured swordsmen, longbowmen and armoured sergeants are much more of a problem. Let's hope we got a decent terrain. This might be our first loss of the campaign. We might just need to pull back if we think it's best. But we're not going to be able to do that without taking some losses first. And I was really hoping for some high ground, and we don't have it. Did we get a cool speech, though? I'm hoping we get a cool speech to get us in the zone. There's a little bit of hill to the right, actually, there. We might be able to utilise that.
I've heard men speak well of me because I do not throw lives away needlessly, and I gain victory for those who follow me. I will not use false modesty and deny these things. Indeed, I say proudly that they are true. I will give you victory, if you have the guts to fight like devils when I ask it. It grieves me greatly to see so many Englishmen opposing us today. But they have made their choice and must now face their doom.
Yeah, good speech. I think we've heard it before. What are we going to be able to use to our advantage here? We might be able to use the building. I'm expecting them to come from the north and northeast, so I'd like to string them out as much as possible. I think they'll have to come attack us. If I can take any kind of height advantage on this side, which I don't have, I'd rather make them go as quickly as far as possible. So I'm actually not going to set up by the church, even though that might be better. I think we'll set up somewhere over here and let them come to us. We may use our body's guard further ahead. So we'll just set up here. And we'll set up with our 2 Hellweir behind us. Sadly, these are not the long-range longbowmen. So we'll have to see how this goes. We're going to set up.
Have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in gallantry.
So there are no horsemen here. So we may want to use our horsemen to go after the longbowmen. But there's a lot of longbowmen. They're going to have the range on us. We might just need to order in the general retreat here. If I can deal with this force and then pull back, that might be good, because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to deal with both groups of soldiers in time. And they're going to take their time getting over here, but I'm hoping that's going to knacker the morale a little bit. My concern is if I send in Roger, I've only got 21 heavy knights to do stuff with, and I really need to save them for the armoured swordsman there. Might be a bit ambitious to go after Shrewsbury with such a small force. Let's just speed up time while they get closer. Soon the longbowmen will be in range, and that's going to be a problem. I wonder if we just do one charge of the longbowmen. You can get some very good charges with a General's Bodyguard or even heavy mail knights if you have the right... If you have a long enough charge. But my concern is there's spearmen and swordsmen right behind, and the longbowmen will start to fire at us pretty soon. So I want to knock out some of these longbowmen. These longbowmen are not to be underestimated in the slightest. This could easily be a defeat and off the first loss of the loss of a first family member. They're now charging ahead, which is good. I don't know if they're going to go skirmish and run away. I need you to get a good charge here against these longbowmen. Are they going to run? They are. Can we deal with some of them in time? Not a great charge. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Go, go, go. Don't let the armoured swordsman charge you. Do we not? We don't think we even hit a single longbowman there. That was embarrassing. You can do better than that, surely. They're going to keep. They're going to keep firing at us. We need to keep on the move. We've already lost one bodyguard there. In fact, we're losing quite a few to these longbowmen, as expected. We have to take out these longbowmen. I just need you to charge the right longbowmen. Yeah, these guys here. Okay, that's better. That's going to take out quite a few of the longbowmen, I would imagine. And these are the other longbowmen here. Okay, we've got a rout. Excellent. Okay, we've got a rout. Keep those.
Steadfast, victory will be ours.
Keep going after the longbowmen. Keep going after those longbowmen, please. Because now these are just infantry here. We can deal with infantry. These guys are on fire at will. Excellent. I need to break that other archer unit. If I can break the other archer unit and clear these archers out completely, then I'm less concerned. I mean, the armoured sergeants and the armoured swordsmen are going to be tough opponents. Don't get me wrong, and we still have this other army to face. But they've lost their Captain Howard, I think it was. Take out as many of those longbowmen as you can. I don't mind if they come back, although I'd rather they don't. So actually, keep going after them. Right, these hell, we're gonna come back. We're gonna have to bring our general back now. We don't have a choice. I know we need to deal with the longbowmen, but I'm hoping they are a permanent break at this point. Are we actually managing to do any good work here? I'm not entirely sure. These 3 infantry units are just gonna have to hold the line against these armoured swordsmen. and they may not go well. Charge the armored swordsman, and we're going to have to use our general to go in after them. These armored swordsmen will be much higher quality than our troops. They're shaken. If we can cause the rout, that's going to be good, but we're already losing a significant amount of troops. And we've still got this other army. We've still got this other army to deal with. The spearmen we're already losing a lot of spearmen. I need to take out these armoured swordsmen. I don't mind so much about the spearmen, but the swordsmen have to go. Okay, pull back. You can't stay in contact with the spearmen for too long. We've got the rout on the swordsman, thank goodness. And now we need to get the okay, we've got the rout. Archers, stop firing, please. Stop firing, we're going to need you. You pull back. Infantry, pull back, because we still have this other army to face. If we manage to win this one, this will be an absolute miracle. This general's bodyguard is going to have to take out all the remaining soldiers. I'm probably not even going to ransom these guys back, because these are tough units. Okay, let's get ourselves reset up here. And we'll wait for the new... You don't even need to run, actually. This has been a tough fight, but we are managing. This is how important heavy cavalry is. Even a small unit of heavy cavalry with a fairly inexperienced general can do so much useful work here. I'm just going to go double check that these other... Okay, that entire army is routed. 10% of our soldiers lost. 46 of theirs gone. Excellent. Let's pull back. We'll let our soldiers freshen up, especially our general, he's winded. These guys have to walk such a long way. And these are just militia now. The knights, of course, might be a problem, but we do still have a few spearmen. Thankfully, we've dealt with the major army. Not the major army, but the certainly more experienced professional army in comparison to this one coming up here. So speed up time. And we'll let this new army turn up. And because they're having to cross nearly the entire battlefield, they're going to be absolutely exhausted by the time they get here. Which is the benefit of being in defence. We can wait for them. They will come and attack us eventually. And if we can get our heavy cavalry back to at least not winded, that'd be excellent. It may not happen in time, but still progress, that's for sure. Okay, the two Hellweir can now fire at will. And we're going to slow down time as they're pretty much here now. Do I want to try charge some of the archer militia at the very front? I think probably I'll have slightly better range with the Hellweir, so I'll let them go in first. We might need to leave Audrey here as a hammer and anvil against these male knights. So I don't want to commit them into charging to the town militia, because even though town militia aren't very good, they still have spears. Horses and spears do not get on very well. But this also means we might, if we win this, we'll take Shrewsbury, because there'll be pretty... If we can kill all these guys, there'll be no one left to take Shrewsbury, which would be wonderful. Okay, Hellweir's starting to fire, excellent. You're pushing ahead. We're going to charge you, because you've pushed way too far ahead for your own good. And actually, we'll charge you. You're closer. And we can get a good fire off at you, hopefully. Have we got our lancers down? We have, excellent. That's going to be a big hit. Okay, we've also got them routing. Get the horses out of there, they're being charged by the spearmen. Go, go, go. I can't afford to lose a general, really, if I can help it. Get the general out of there. That general will pull across. And let's get our infantry into those knights. Get our infantry into those knights. Our archers are going to target the town militia at the back. And we're going to get our general on the other side. And he might be able to do a bit of a hammer and anvil. You guys are going to go off skirmish mode for now. I need you to keep firing, please. Battle march is very much in our favour. Archer militia are back. Okay, take out the archer militia. We've taken out the enemy commander. Wonderful. Captain Howard. Okay, so that was Captain Howard. We got our captain's the wrong way around. They're now routing. No, we are continuing this battle. Surely this will be a heroic victory, given how many troops are against us. Especially the quality of that first army. We have lost, well, nearly a fifth of our troops. I don't mind about the mailed knights. Let's just start getting the rest of these chaps as best we can. You might be able to chase down those town militia if you're lucky. Let's just get as many prisoners as we can, either to execute or to ransom, depending. I'm not going to chase down the mailed knights, it won't be worth it. But the rest we can deal with. Wonderful. I'm chuffed with that. That was not a battle I was convinced I was going to win with the quality of troops that were there. But because we positioned at such a length away from their starting location, their morale must have absolutely tanked on the way over. So I'm pretty chuffed with that, all things considered. Okay, let's go take out this town militia here. That's pretty much still technically one full unit between two broken units. I don't mind the old one or two soldiers getting away, and I'm not chasing the mailed knights as we have no light cavalry to do so. But I'll happily take these chaps prisoner, either for profit or for death. And of course the archers have done their job. We did take a little bit of losses, but I'm hoping we can now take Shrewsbury pretty easily. So we probably don't want to ransom these guys back, as they will, I guess, return to Shrewsbury. We certainly don't want that to happen. Let's speed up time just while we take some prisoners. Once we've taken out this unit here, I think that will be enough. Nearly 300 prisoners all in all. So that'll be pretty damn good. There we go. We will exit the battle now.
The enemy
Heroic
are
victory.
Vanquished.
Excellent.
This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Rodri, you did well. Pretty chuffed with you there. Especially for our first kind of non-siege engagement. Ooh, 2,000 would be nice. No, you're being executed. I want Shrewsbury. And I think Rodri is a dread general anyway. So upping his dread would not be a bad thing, because if we're going in for dread with Rodri, we may as well go all in, to be honest. Okay, that ship's... okay, England clearly have naval superiority. Ooh, Rodri, man of the hour. So, he is cruel and cunning, he's a cool leader, admirer of beauty, putting bureaucrat, proven commander. He disrespects prisoners, yeah, we've seen that, I just ended so. He has 2 command when defending, and he's a promising tactician, so 2 command when ambushing, +1 to line of sight. Rodri, you're already a commander, now you're a son. We also need to go speak to the Scottish. And Llewellyn's success continues. Llewellyn has proven himself a worthy adversary for the English as yet another of their settlement falls under the power of the Welsh army. The last able-bodied men residing in the Welsh Highlands, who have not yet joined the fight, have formed in 2 separate militia forces, one north of Cardiff and other to the south of Chester. Oh, that's quite a big force, actually. If that's the one I'm thinking of. I don't see any other people to the south of Chester. So you're going to go and take Shrewsbury.
We shall slaughter them.
We shall slaughter them, and we also have a site of a famous battle.
Victory!
Rodri is obviously no longer a cool leader because he's occupying. That's okay. Main thing is we're doing well. We're also going to get a second merchant out and land clearance. And we'll get the town watch repaired as well. Retraining of the mercenary crossmen is complete. Cardiff has had land clearance, so Cardiff can now have a port. So that should give us a little bit more income. And it's just useful to have a port. Land clearance for Chester. And land clearance for Gloucester. Let's get these places growing. New family member of Margaret, and Rodri gets a veteran warrior. Excellent. We also had some new people to Cardiff. Oh, our treasury is taking an absolute tanking because of the army upkeep. We can't keep all these guys on. These guys look fun though. The Huithril, 200 axe and the heaviest armor available to them. Shock troops, interesting. These guys are actually pretty decent. I'm going to actually dismantle this army here. I purely do not have the income to be able to keep them going on for the time being. That is still not going to save our treasury completely. Shrewsbury, we can whack your tax up, right? Yes, we can. That still is lowering our tax a bit. Chester, can up your tax as well. Still losing a little bit of money per turn. Pembroke, you're a castle. We can't do much with you. Do we need Pembroke to be a castle? We could maybe switch over to a city or a town. Because we've got Carnarvon, we've got Gloucester. You guys here, you're a pretty significant force. You're going to go join the guys at Gloucester to be the frontline troops there. We have a lot of troops in Cardiff, which don't necessarily need to be there. King Llewellyn the Honourable can be doing something a little bit more useful. So Llewellyn is going to grab the Sethwyr here, the Spearmen, Gwent Raiders and the Helwyr, and the 2 catapults, and we're going to head onwards to that fort for now. Cardiff has some issues, so we're going to have to lower that tax rate slightly. Not that I really want to. But we're going to go back to high rate, and you'll have some town militia or some spear militia. That should help you, make you feel a little bit happier. Unless we can move someone over from Pembroke or from here, but I don't think we will be able to. I'll have to see where we want to go next. Let's see about Oxford and Winchester. And what about if we go here, Shrewsbury? Shrewsbury is a castle. I'm not sure we need the castle. We'll leave it there for now. I'm going to actually get these guys to join back together. As we have a very small fleet, but a fleet nonetheless. And we just go speak to Scotland, don't we? Where's the closest Scottish town? Can we even get there in 5 turns?
Sire. Yes, sire.
Hang stop that. You're going to have to go by boat. So that guy is in the way.
It's an enemy,
Sire.
That's right, fall is an enemy ship.
Fleet ready.
That's the English dock at Lancaster. That's annoying. I was kind of hoping to be able to get in there. I mean, we could go speak to Norway, I suppose. If we head over this way, we might be able to pick up you.
Sire.
Would you give me map information? You would. Wonderful.
That was uneventful. Good day.
It just helps to get a slight understanding of how things are going.
Ships ready.
And you're going to head over to Downpatrick and see if you can grab this diplomatic up to Scotland that way. You are going to have to go around a different way because of this fort, which is proving troublesome. So you're going to go around. The thing is, you're a good diplomat. I'd like you to do. I'd like you to do a lot of the work. You're going into Carnarvon for retraining.
As you wish.
Get you retrained. I mean, again, money going to be a problem. I'm just trying to think of things with really high upkeep. Let's spend the turn, see how our financial situation looks next time. That's a big English force. We're going to have to deal with that somehow. We might need to go, yeah, they're starting to come in with a bit of a counterattack at Shrewsbury. So we're going to need King Llewellyn to go and break the siege there. We'll have to see how many people are kind of attacking us there. We'll have to, you know, it could be a lot, could be a little.
Slaughter awaits either way.
They're heading down to Cardiff. Let's see what else is going on in the meantime. Relations worsen between England. Not entirely surprising, I admit. Let's get the diplomat in. He's going to head over to. Actually, he can go to Norway, but can he go there? Yes, he can. Known as Castletown. That's a very sweet name. Isle of Man now, I presume. Shrewsbury. How are we doing for money? Okay, we're going to start having some issues soon. You're a natural-born merchant, but you're also slightly crooked. That's not good.
At your service.
Oh, you're in Shrewsbury. That's a problem. Construction, blacksmith, and Carnarvon's completed, and we also have Michlir in Wales. Q stalled as we don't have enough money. These militias are great, but they are proving troublesome. it's still good. Yeah, the army upkeep is the problem at the moment. So I'd like to be able to sell some map information.
Yes, sire.
But I can't get this guy up there because
Sire.
there's forts in the way.
Where to, sire?
Lancaster we could probably go and siege pretty easily. 2 Welsh spearmen and Prince Dafydd can go and take Lancaster, I would hope.
Moving to crush the enemy.
2 ladders will do, and you can also take 1 unit. You can also take the mercenary crossbowmen with you. That should be enough to take Lancaster. Chester's okay for the time being in terms of its tax rate. Montgomery's not too chuffed, but there's not much we can do about that. You're coming in to try to take Gloucester, but with only town militia and some peasants, I'm not too concerned. This army down here of Robert Terret is a lot more terrifying. Heavy build militia, some catapults, archer militia, oh yeah. Quite a bit of catapults, but that means they can attack almost instantaneously. Up here, Captain Rodri, can you continue your famous battles? Feudal Knights, Longbowmen, Armoured Sergeants, and Male Knights. God, that's a lot of knights. That's a lot of knights, more than I would really like to do, or at least deal with. King Llewellyn's not really the best person to be taking these guys on. I think probably actually it'd be best to take Maradud with a reinforcement force. We'll take pretty much all the troops. We'll leave that behind. Is that going to make Gloucester angry? No. You're going to go up to here. And Llewellyn the Honourable is going to move into Gloucester for now. And we'll take out Richard Middlemore. He's going to go away. Mixed loyalties, interesting. We might still want to take him out anyway. So Llewellyn and some spearmen and some Sethwyr. Should better take this guy out. And we'll take a Tentonight battle because that's going to give us just a little bit more command. Because Richard Middlemore, to his credit, is not terrible as a commander. But I'm just not sure he's got the troops to go for us. 12 Highlanders and a bagpipe make a rebellion. Definitely the English counterattack is starting, that's for sure. Any speeches here, or is it going to be one of the similar ones we've had before? It's funny, if they're drunk or mad, they can go on some real tangents.
I think you all know my quality, men. I would not lead you onto the field of battle without good cause. We are not here to dance and cavort or cavan. We are here for the grim business of killing. I promise that I will make sure it is our foes who do any dying that is needed. All I ask of you is that you fight like men possessed if needed. Hell is the proper home of our English foes today. We shall shortly send them to their master, Satan, and we shall praise God as we strike them down.
Good speech. Interesting speech. Let's just group our relevant troops together. And they're going to be right there, so that's not too much of an issue. You can fire at will. Don't think you need fire ammo at this point. Are they going to come towards us? Oh, they are. It's kind of them. Probably not a very important battle to do, but I want to take out this general's bodyguard. Just because it's pretty useful to do. Take out just take out whoever you want, really. This is Llewellyn here, so we've got a pretty strong general's bodyguard here. I don't know who you're going to take out first. Probably taking out the spearman would be a good start. And a lot of those peasants will die as well. Peasants are going to be horrendously under-armoured. Just give ourselves a rally, just in case we need it. You know, these basic town militia are not going to be very heavily armoured whatsoever. One thing I did like about this game as opposed to some of the later games, that when you upgraded a troop's armour, for now they're all wearing quite leather tunics, but if you upgraded them to, say, like chain armour, it would actually represent on the character models, and I always thought that was so cool. And a change that's sorely missing from one kind of games in the future, I would say. I don't really want to charge into the town militia just yet, but let's just keep firing at the town militia with our archers. The peasants I don't really care about, they'll die. Pretty simple, although they're not as bad as the Roman Total War peasants. The peasants did actually have a little bit of attack ability. These guys are on skirmish mode, so that's fine. I think we just have to pretty much charge in at some point soon. Archer's going to run now. You're going to charge. Archers, you need to go. Otherwise you're going to bear the brunt of the cavalry. Speaking of cavalry, our cavalry will move around the side. To be honest, the Sethwil are not bad in battle in infantry against infantry, but I don't think they'll be great fighting against cavalry. It's not really their job.
The enemy are badly
We're going to try and
They have
flank
lost
the
half their men.
general's bodyguard here. They are shaken. Let's get the town watch routing. I think
Our men are winning
I think the
battle.
general's trying to
If
flee.
we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I don't know if they're trying to flee, but we're going to take them on. And we'll get our spearmen to go join the fight. I think we can take these guys on a 1v1. And especially when we get the spearmen to join in the fight as well. Archers, I'm actually going to get them to stop firing. Just because I don't want them to fire into the backs of our own knights, as friendly fire is very much a thing in these engagements. Okay, go on, charge into the horses. That's not what I'm not asking you to chase these chaps. Charge the horses, please. You've got spears, they have horses. It's well worth doing. Oh, I love the music in this game. Roman Total War in this game had such great music. I really don't want to lose King Llewellyn here on such a small fight. We're going to pull back. Well, oh, the enemy general lies dead. That's all I wanted to achieve.
Sent the base cur to the enemy army.
I'm going to end the
flees.
battle.
All of
That's all I wanted
Christendom will
to
be
do.
awed by
Richard
the
Middlemore,
victory we have
you are
won
no
here
longer alive. Not a particularly important battle, but given how many issues we're going to have in future, I will actually ransom. Nope. England says no. It's okay. Relations improved with who?
Glory, honor, victory.
Relations improved with Ireland. I'll take that. You can just go back to Gloucester for now. You can hold there. Trait increase. King Llewellyn feels appreciated. That's good, because we were kind of just sitting him in some
At
random
your service.
town. And we're going to go break the siege of Shrewsbury, I would imagine.
At your service.
Sire.
I'm definitely not thrilled about Robert Terrett down
It will
here.
be an honor defeating you.
He's only got 3 command, but he could be pretty good.
Where to, sire?
Let's give it a go and see if we can find out his traits.
From the shadows.
Aspiring Commander, Siege Expert, that's not good. Dauntless, 2+ morale for all troops on the battlefield. Although one is on morale because he's a drill master. Skilled Bureaucrat, talent for command. Noble in battle, speaks of loyalty, mostly rational. He could be a very dangerous individual. We will go break the siege of Shrewsbury. I think we have enough troops here to be able to do it.
Yes.
You can't do anything this time, can you? No. I just wanted to... I thought I would besiege Lancaster just to try cause some issues for them.
My lord.
You, William Foote, have got a very big army, which we're kind of not doing anything with. We're going to send you down to go deal with Robert Terrett
By your command.
and then take out the southwest. That is your job. Because our financials are not doing too hot.
As you command,
Okay,
my liege.
Captain Rodri, we are not going to control by the AI. We will take control. Feudal Knights, Longbowmen, Armored Sergeants, not too bad. Captain Paul, however, has got a lot of knights. We're going to have to be a little bit wary of that reinforcement army. Let's get going.
Muster your courage, men. We march
We're
into battle.
we're breaking the siege at Shrewsbury. We can't allow that to stand. It's just not feasible. The first army is not too bad. The second army could be a problem. Any interesting speech, or is it one of the ones we've heard before? I'd always like listening to the speeches.
be forced to gaze upon
Ooh, a
such
new
an
one.
unwashed and ignorant bunch of scrofulous pox knaves and villains. Men, I give you your enemies for the coming battle. I have rarely seen such a collection of worms and beetles beyond the walls of a dusty scriptorium. Let's be at it then, in case their stupidity should prove infectious. It grieves me greatly to see so many Englishmen opposed.
Let's get this started. We're expecting them both to come from the north, aren't we? So let's set up. And thus, I imagine we're going to have to actually push them if we want to get anything done. So let's set up a pretty wide line. Get our Sethwir behind. And our cavalry at the back. We're gonna get going. Enemy brought up more men, but we have also brought up more men. They're coming from an interesting position. That's not where I really intend them to come from. We're going to have to get them to come over here as soon as they're engaged in the battle. I'm certainly not thrilled about how many knights there are. You guys can fight well, that's okay. I might get Rodri to join the fight much quicker. Because having two cavalry together would be a lot more important. Rodri, you're going to charge here quickly. The rest of your army will catch up with you if we can. For now, just run over there. I don't want you to get involved for the time being. I don't want you to be targeted by the other. I don't want you to be targeted by the other army. So for now, let's just keep going here. These longbowmen are going to start firing. Let's see if we can charge in with them, or with our relevant troops as well. Although they're already taking issues from our Sethwir, we do have more in a group than they do, which is always useful. But I would like Captain Rodri, or General Rodri, sorry, to join the fight as soon as possible. Armoured sergeants and feudal knights could be a problem, but they're fairly by themselves for the time being. We're just going to do what we can to knock some of these longbowmen and pull back straight away. We've charged into them. Let's get going. Don't engage in a full-on fight, please. Run, run, run. I need you to run. Don't fight, just run. Just go. And then our fight here.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay. Pull round to the back again. Where's Rodri? Is he getting involved? He's not too far away. Rodri's here, actually. Let's get him involved in the fight as soon as possible. You guys, you're charging the feudal knights. Because there's enough of you, we should be able to overwhelm them just with numbers. Rodri, you're going to go after the longbowmen. We are going to take a little bit of damage from these heavy cavalry. You're going to get involved as well.
The battle is very much
in our favour.
If we
Excellent.
remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
We are taking some damage here. This is going to be a tough fight, and the other army are coming quickly. We need to get ourselves set up for the much larger fight as soon as possible. So you're going to keep running. Archers, stop firing. Save your ammo. Save your ammo for the much more important fight. You're taking out them. Okay, I don't care about the archers anymore. You're coming down here. Let's charge in from all sides.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Take them all out. Take out these sergeants.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Enemy general fallen.
Time to
That's
press the
fine.
attack.
He's only a captain. I don't have too many issues with that. Some of these troops might recover their morale. I prefer they didn't. Okay, you guys get over here quickly. Everyone pull back. Everyone pull back. We might lose these Hellweir because they're out of position. You guys are all archers with the exception of you. Let's set up a new line here. Run though, please. You guys are going to have to set up as well. It's a new archer line. Does that work? Yes, it does pretty much. And we'll get you guys set up as well on the back. But everyone needs to run. Because we have a new group incoming and there's a lot of heavy cavalry there. more than I would perhaps like. So you're going to have to run. It does mean that you're going to be winded arriving, which is of course not great. So we're going to rally the troops as best we can. But we need to have a proper line ready by the time they arrive. Everyone can go back to fire at will. There's only one spear militia and two spear militia and 3 heavy cavalry. That's 90 heavy cavalry there. That is not to be underestimated. That's a tough fight. A tough fight indeed. Okay. Let's get everyone in position. Some of you guys can fall to Shilton, but that may or may not actually be a good idea to do. I'm just going to get you guys on guard mode for the time being. So I think you're just going to stay there as you are. Obviously the spearmen will be better than the heavy infantry. We have taken quite severe losses already. As soon as the archers can get going, that'd be excellent. We're going to give another morale boost if we can. Some of our troops are going to be winded. It's to be expected. I'm not sure we really had a choice in the matter. They were so far away that we just had to get them in the fight as soon as possible. If I can cause a rout, that might be my best option. Okay, the knights are starting to run. That was significantly out of position. You guys are going to have some issues. Okay, pause. That hill might just have to be a lost cause. I'm not sure we're going to be able to save them. We might just have to go in for an all-out brawl. Charge! Okay, which you guys are gonna, you archers gonna charge them, or at least fight them in the back.
Good tidings. The enemy
general lies dead. That's very good.
Sent the base cur to hell.
We just have to keep on charging them cavalry. See if you can go relieve that unit over there. I'm actually going to go off skirmish and just charge. No, cavalry, I want you to go over here. Sometimes the parting can be silly. I think we're starting to cause a general rout though, which is good. Because these guys don't have a general. We're causing a general rout. So you're going to charge in there. That unit of Hellweir is going to be completely broken. You guys go after these spear militia. If we cause a general rout, this is all that we need to do. We just need to get them off. We need to get them off Shrewsbury. This Hellweir is going to have to fight to the death, unfortunately. But they've hopefully bought time for us to go after the feudal knights, but I do have to be a little bit careful. Even 30 feudal knights by themselves, going to be a tough opponent. Although they're now down to 17 thanks to a good charge from us. Defeat seems certain, but I don't want to lose any of my generals, especially Rodri. He's a good one. You pull back. Pull back now. I don't want to lose any more. They're wavering. We're going to pull back and then probably charge again. Charge it out. Go for another charge. How are you guys doing over here? Are you okay? You got okay. Cowardly foe runs. Let's get going. One guy is going to stay with these knights, and the other guy is going to go charge. How many feudal knights are left there? None at all. Get going. Let's get as many prisoners as we can. I will offer to ransom them because I could do with the money. 21% loss. That seems to be about our average in terms of troops lost at the moment. All units stopped fighting. We completely lost that unit of Hellweir, unfortunately, but I didn't see what choice we had. They were just stuck out of position. We're not going to be able to catch up with those knights, but we can at least get some other prisoners, hopefully. Let's speed up time and we'll catch up as many prisoners as we can. Captain Paul no longer lives. Wonderful. And we've broken the siege of Shrewsbury. So far, things are going well. We haven't had any major catastrophes. We've had a couple of close shaves, but to be expected. I knew England would start a counterattack fairly soon, and they've got some powerful people, some powerful armies arriving, especially down in the southwest, which is of mild concern, it must be stated. But let's get this sorted. We'll take out this unit here. And that will do. Next to the battle. It's going to be a clear
This is
victory.
a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
So we lost 202 troops. Not bad, all things considered. And we break the siege of Shrewsbury, which I think is going to help. I will happily ransom these if you'll take them back. Nope. I ransomed them and you said no, so that's on you. Trait increase, couple of trait increases actually. Is that going to be for... So Maradud feels appreciated. And Maradud is now a promising commander. Well done, Maradud. I don't think you're ever going to be our main commander, but you did the job. And you're giving us some benefits to loyalty as well. I'm actually going to make a profit next turn because we're losing troops. We're going to merge you guys together. That hell we're survived with one unit alive, goodness me. So we're going to just reorganise these groups. You two are going to go in there. And then these chaps are going to merge. And anyone who is at full strength, you three are going to come out. You're not really a very strong force. Okay. I thought I took them out with me, but clearly I did not. Get rid of you. You and you are going to go... You can't reach Merida this turn. That's fine. William Futel's got a very big army, not necessarily a very good army. I'm not actually sure he'll be able to take out Robert Terret by himself. These heavy build militia are no joke. Their defence is pretty strong. We might need the backup of King Llewellyn and possibly someone else as well to take them on. But all that to come next time, I think. We've done pretty well. We've managed to take Shrewsbury and Gloucester. We're besieging Lancaster, but England are definitely returning. And our purse is looking rather low indeed, so we'll have to see how things go. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.